where do I even start? In my match preview, I put on the title, can Sunderland do Sunderland and go and win? I'll hold my hands up. I predicted Sunderland to lose. I said we'll lose 1-0. I'm not bothered. The way we've been playing, we've been getting, I beat off teams down the bottom. MK Dons, Doncaster, drew against Burton. So I'm thinking to myself, coming up against a really good team, going for the automatic promotion in Wigan, we're going to get beat away. Nah. Sunderland, total contrast to the team what we've been seeing recently. Only one change mind, but every single one of them fought for that shirt today. They showed energy, tempo, aggression. The key word for me there, aggression. And what we've never seen in the Sunderland team, majority of the season, let's be honest, but we showed that today. And that was I think that was the main point in our play, because it frustrated Wigan. We didn't allow them have 1 second on the ball. We were in their faces. They didn't like it. I was putting a couple of fouls. So did Wigan. Max Power frustrated to bits. And then we got that early goal. Well, we got the early goal basically, and it calmed Sunderland players' nerves, calmed the supporters' nerves. We just cracked on from there. And as the game went on, their fans were quiet. Their players got more and more frustrated, and they were getting loads of yellow cards. And Max Power, he constantly whinging all game. And you know what? When players are singing that and it's not gone their way, it's not going to rub off well on his teammates, in my opinion. It didn't. He should have just kept his mouth shut. But no, he whinged most of the game. But anyway, back onto Sunderland. Lyndon Gooch, listen, he gets a lot of stick from supporters, me included. He's very frustrating to watch sometimes when he's gone down the wing and he's greedy and he just tries to shoot all the time. But today he was totally different. Not in his attacking sense, in his defensive work. He tracked back lots today and he done really well in defence. So credit to him, he upped his game. Serkin, vastly improved from previous games. Listen, he's been having nightmares and he was escaping a little bit of criticism. But to be honest, today, he done mint. His defensive duties, singing the ball out into touch, not making the daft tackles. He was aggressive in some of his tackles, which I enjoyed. But I enjoyed the fight from all of them. Every single one of them fighting, getting in the faces of the other opposition. Normally it's them digging it at us and we crumble. But today it was vice versa. And that was just amazing to watch. I kept seeing it on my live stream. This is exactly the way we need to play. If we want to cement the place in the top 6 to get the playoffs, that's the way we need to play. Keep that up throughout the rest of the season and we will get the playoffs. You know, the playoffs is a lottery. But listen, we've got really good. I'd say we've got the best squad in the top 6. You know, I didn't care. We are. We just needed them time to gel. Clark come off the bench, played mint. Harby. Halamaji, I call him Harby. But Halamaji, first game in a million year, come in, done an absolute job. No fancy footwork, no silly turns on the ball, running out the defence. He just done the basics and he done them right. He done the correct passes. He was no nonsense. Get it clear when it's coming over the top, and that worked for us today. Bailey Wright goal could have got another one. Immense at the back today. Metcalf, what can I say about Metcalf? He's turning out to be an absolute baller of a player for us. He's a machine. He's only 5'8", but he's so strong. He didn't allow anyone to bully him today. He was digging the bullying, flinging his head in all over the place. Done immense. Ross Stewart, best striker in League One, up top, getting 2 goals. Yes, there were penalties, but he still had to put them away, and he put them away convincingly. One to the left, one to the right, beat the keeper easy, he had no chance. And he was immense. You know, Ross Stewart, not just his attacking work, he does a lot of defensive work. With us having a small team, he kept coming back in defence, and he done a good job. I thought Pritchard was wasted on the wing against Burton, but today he come in on the wing again. He was mint on the wing. Our first goal, right? I'll talk about the goals. Our first goal was a set piece in the 2nd minute, and the ball come in, but I noticed Wigan were playing a high line, and when the ball come in, it went to the far post, and obviously Ross Stewart's being told to stand on the furthest point, and when the ball come in, nobody picked up. Bailey Wright heads it down, beats a goal at 1-0. Calms the nerves of the players and the supporters, and then we're cracked on from there. And obviously the 2 penalties. Tilt had an absolute living nightmare for Wigan. He had a living nightmare. He gave away 2 penalties. He got himself a yellow card. and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets dropped for the next game. I felt for Wigan, Will Keane is wasted playing behind the striker. He should be playing in a 2 up top with him. Just my opinion. It's only gone off that one game. Lang got kept quiet most of the game as well off Cirkin. Cirkin had him in his back pocket all game. But for me, like I say, on a Wigan perspective, Keane's wasted in defence. I thought Humphrey's done well when he come on as a sub. Maybe you start him up top instead of McGuinness. McGuinness was silent all game. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, that's it for the video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Is this turnaround for our season now? Can we now cement a place in the top 6? Comment below your man of the match. And like I say, I'll see you in the next video in a bit. That's it. Let us get off.